You're now listening to LV the Plug 702.
We are back. It's been a couple weeks since the last one, but for the official dropping, it's probably been about a month and a half
Weeks.
since we
I
really dropped anything.
We've been
excuse
all
us.
good. A lot has happened in the last couple of weeks. You know, life happens, election happens. You know, coronavirus happens.
We may have a new president. However,
we have.
No, it ain't
we do
official.
not.
Don't do
We
that.
do not. It is not
Don't do that
official.
to Trump.
It's not. It's
Give him
not
just a
official,
minute.
bro.
Give him
It's
his
not
time.
official. Hold on. Let me finish. Goddammit. Trump has been. Hey! Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Trump has been fighting tooth and nail, saying all the fraudulent votes, and he is technically
So you think
not
there's no truth to what
incorrect
he's
to
saying?
do so. I don't know if there is or is
He
not.
just won
truth.
North Carolina.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Wait, what?
Yes, he just won North Carolina. There's still
They're
time.
still counting
There's
ballots?
still-
Yes, they're still counting ballots. They're still.
I didn't
They're
know
going to
that, to be
redo
honest.
ballots in Georgia. They're going to redo ballots in Michigan and Wisconsin.
Oh, shit.
They have to do them by hand because some
Yes,
software
bro.
system that they're using, they're saying is, I don't know. There's just so much bullshit going on right now.
so
Dude.
much.
And the funny thing is, like, everyone's an activist all of a sudden, but like as soon as like a week or two comes, everybody's gonna forget who the fucking president is again.
Yep.
I mean, if you really think about it, like, come on.
Now, I'm still not for Trump. You know why? You understand why. However, I will say economically, once again, it's as you spoke last time
Hey,
on the
third
podcast.
place, baby.
You didn't post.
True.
Jordan was very adamant that Trump is definitely a better decision than Biden. Of course, I don't necessarily agree. I think they're both just equally shitty decisions. However,
That's something we agreed on.
yeah, that is something we agreed on. One thing that I will say, at least with Trump, the racism is up front.
So you're saying there's going to be like the
This-
racists are going to turn back into being like closet racists.
Oh, well, some of them, not all of them. But I
It's
will
gonna be
say
crazy
Trump
again.
definitely brought out those that are
The ones that were actually
yeah,
racist, right?
and
Because
like hiding,
it's such
hiding
bullshit.
it.
I hate when people say, "Oh, just because you support Trump, you're a fucking racist." Like that.
Yeah,
doesn't
I
make
had to
any
kind of
sense.
realize that that's not.
Come on, dude. That doesn't even make
No.
sense.
There's pictures. Trump is not
This one?
quote unquote a racist. He is prejudiced towards particular people.
I wanna play
If you are a poor person, period.
he's
probably-
classist. He's classist.
Yes, there you go.
And-
He's
and-
classist.
and, you
number
know,
one.
that
and
is
number
what it is.
two,
He's a businessman.
if you see pictures with Trump over the past 20, 30 years, he's constantly partying with black people. He's always with black people. Like he's a party guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, and we know how to party. So I
just
mean,
want to play this.
it's the particular people. Now that does not mean that Trump isn't racist in a sense, because he doesn't like all kinds of people. I mean, I don't think it's just black people, but I do.
That's where I disagree. 'Cause I don't think he has a problem with black people.
I don't like his rhetoric though, because the shit that he said about our country. He called our country a shithole country, so I definitely pissed off about that. He's never gonna get no play from me just for that alone. But
You might have to show me the clip on that one.
No,
What the
bro.
word for word? What exactly he said?
he called Haiti a shithole country.
Oh, you're talking about Haiti. I think you're talking
Yeah.
about USA. Okay.
No, that's the thing. He's an American. He is for sure a United States citizen, American, United States citizen of America. He is America's American. As far as business goes, as far as economic wise and business goes, he's America's American. But he's definitely more so for himself. He's for trying to make himself more money and making sure that his family is set. It's not about and his family is being set has to do with America being set, because he's an American. He has an American business. If America's doing good, he's doing good. I think that's his main
Yeah.
concern. He just wants America to be back on top.
So I think the last time we did the podcast was after he had done they had done the first presidential election, I think. And that's when everyone really was saying, I noticed that like, oh, if you're a Trump supporter, you're racist, trying to turn the narrative in that way, trying to make it into a race thing. But then I was scrolling through TikTok like yesterday or the night before, and I found an interview that Mr. Trump did, and I'm going to play it real quick.
I denounced white supremacy, okay? I denounced white supremacy for years, but you always do it. You always start off with a question. You didn't ask Joe Biden whether or not he denounces Antifa. I watched him on the same basic show with Lester Holt, and he was asking questions like Biden was a child.
Well, so this is a little bit of a dive.
Are you listening? I denounce white supremacy.
Okay.
What's your next
Do
question?
you feel, it feels sometimes you're hesitant to do so? Like you wait
Here we go again. Every time, in fact, when people came, I'm sure they'll ask you the white supremacy question. I denounce white supremacy. And frankly, you want to know something? I denounce Antifa, and I denounce these people on the left that are burning down our cities that are run by Democrats who don't know what
Anyways, then he just talks about Antifa. But it's just like, that's that narrative shift that she's pushing for no reason when he clearly is saying it, but she's still like, oh, but you're hesitant to say it. Like, no, he's saying
he
it.
clearly said it. You pulled it up. You brought the evidence. There you go, people. Facts. He denounced it on national television. He's, I think what people are looking more so are sincerity in his words, but you have to understand people talk in different ways. So
Right.
the way that Trump was talking, I kind of felt the
He
passion
sound
behind
genuine. He was like so frustrated that like
he was
people aren't listening.
tired
Yeah.
of people, saying this and that, but but that's another thing. Oh, I was watching. So while I was at work last night, I'm just letting podcasts play and shit, and so I was watching the Urban X podcast, and one of the members is for Trump, the other one is for Biden, of course,
Mhm.
but they're still family, so they're amicable.
Which is rare nowadays, which is crazy.
which is rare.
People are losing friends because of bullshit.
Yeah, because of politics. You should never lose your friend because of politics. Just because someone doesn't agree, you should be able to agree intelligently and move the fuck on. Now, I need to stop doing that shit. This shit the fuck around. I was listening to the Urban X podcast, and there's a couple other news stories that I got from them that I want to throw in as well. But from there, after that podcast, it went into the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
And he was interviewing this guy that had something to do with the social media movie that's on Netflix.
I watched a bit of that, or most of it actually.
No,
Yeah.
so my sister watched it. She told me to watch it. I still haven't watched it, but I'm going to because in the interview he's explaining how social media is it's as we know is obviously addictive, but he explains how when Twitter started, because Twitter is pretty much what started like the need and the want for follows. I mean, like MySpace was the first, but it didn't really get
The traction. It didn't get the traction, yeah.
until Twitter, because Twitter was in your hand.
And just to throw a little background on that, the
'Cause
people
Twitter
that
was
are
an app.
like describing the social media and like giving their take on it are all ones that like have started it, made their money, and now they're like, oh, actually, that was such a bad thing. We
Right.
did. After
Well,
they already made their money, after they're living
I will
nice.
say the one because he was speaking on behalf of the guy that created Twitter.
Mhm.
He was saying that the people that created Twitter, they didn't expect it to go that way. That was not their vision.
True. The one guy,
Yeah.
he did the whole seminar and thing. He actually was like on his way to make change. And that I agree with. Him
Yeah,
personally.
so
Everyone
I
else,
think-
no one else
I
did that
think
shit.
the people that
It was just that
I
one
think
guy.
The guy that created Twitter, I think he generally only created Twitter for the purpose that he created it for. It wasn't to be profit. He simply wanted it because he said that he created it after being in a taxi and seeing how they communicate with other taxis, and that was how he created the Twitter app. Or that's what he based it off of.
Yeah.
And so, because that was his basis, like I don't see any ill will behind that. And as far as the other social medias goes, like once AI was introduced into the app platform and the social media platform, this So what's basically happening, and I'm sure you've seen it in the social
Mhm.
in the social dilemma. The apps are creating like the way that this guy explained it, a little tiny voodoo doll of each of
Right.
us.
Right. Yeah.
So every little click is a hair added to the voodoo doll. And so this thing is learning more and more about you every
Your
single
habits,
like,
what you would
every single
want, so that
click,
it can,
every single
basically keep you on the
follow,
phone.
every little thing that you do. So that way it can keep you engaged in whatever app.
Okay, but
It's
here's
a
the thing.
popularity contest.
Here's the thing, though. Is that a bad thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, but why?
Is because you're more disconnected with your phone. Well, no, sorry, because you're more connected with your phone, you're disconnected from the world.
That is facts. That is facts.
Okay, but so
No,
not everyone. Let's say not everyone is extroverted, right? So some people want to be introverted. For those people, I mean, that's a good thing.
It's a bad thing because it's a bad thing when it's addictive. It's not an issue if it's not addictive, But the problem is that
yeah, but anything is addictive if you do it too much.
As humans, we do not know self-control. So because everything is addictive if you do it too much, and because of the fact that this is attached to our phone is attached literally to our hip.
Right.
People go crazy if they lose
their
phone. People go crazy if they leave their phone at home.
Yes, but I don't know. I can relate with that, I guess, obviously. Not that I freak out, but it definitely I feel weird if I don't have my phone.
I feel you.
In the same room, in the same house as
me. So
you know what I mean?
Well,
think about that. It's not just for social because I want to be on it.
Right,
I mean, it has my information on it. It has my whole life
of course.
is on our phones. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, people have your credit cards on there.
Yeah.
Personal information.
It's effects.
It's more than just social media.
Yeah, facts.
It's our entire life in this generation.
Right. That's why it's
just think about it. Everything is an app now. You really don't have to go out and go do stuff. You can go on Amazon and order your groceries now without even leaving your house.
Right.
And now all your information's online and stuff, and technology grows bigger to the point where people can hack from where they're at, just hack to your phone from wherever they are from across the country. So it's like a bittersweet thing. We need it, but also we have to be cautious of what we put on there in all of our personal information, because there's people out there that do hack your phone without even noticing, and they have your information without even knowing. Now, they can walk by and scan your shit, and you don't even know.
They're trying to fix that because I know they put little preventive measures in there with the magnet. I think it has something to do with a magnet or something, and they can you swipe by your wallet or even they can even do it to your credit cards though. With the chip that's on there,
credit cards and everything. Now here's the thing: would you like to know why we're addicted to our phones? Would you like to know why the phone is
bringing up a scientific reason? Or
yes, this is a very scientific reason. So, are you aware of the periodic table of elements?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Following.
Do you are you aware that we are carbon-based beings?
Yes, I didn't know that.
Okay. Do you know what silicon is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I know what silicon is.
Silicon, the actual element, is a metalloid or is a
Well, silicon is what they use to
a metalloid, but silicone is put into what?
Well, it's what they use on to make things feel like human flesh.
No, that's more than that. They use silicone for so many things, bro.
Okay.
Silicone is made to use microchips. Microchips are in what?
Our phones. Okay.
In our phones, yeah.
Okay, so carbon and silicone is in the same column. When you're in the same column, that means you have a relationship with all the elements that are right next to you.
Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying.
We have silicone devices. We have devices with numerous amounts of silicone built into it.
Oh,
so because we're next to them in the periodic table,
it has a natural
connection.
Attraction.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they're next to each other on the periodic table of elements.
Okay, but what else is silicon? Like I get what you're saying, but I'm saying like, okay, so let's see other examples than just our phone because that can't be the only example of that,
bro.
right?
That's the main thing because the phone is made. The phone has a little motherboard. The motherboard, in and of itself, has all the little microchips, and it's made of silicone. There's a lot of there's silicone built within it because it's a metalloid.
Okay.
Right. So a metalloid is basically. It's a soft metal.
Right.
It's a hybrid metal. You feel me? It's not like aluminum, which is a metal or
aluminium,
or like zinc or copper, which are transition metals.
Right.
You know, like this is a metalloid, so it's literally a combination of organic and metal or something like that. I don't know exactly.
We can make androids out of them then. Out of that then, can't we?
Yeah.
There probably are androids out there and we don't even know.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
Like full androids, speaking, talking, walking, emotional. Well, not emotional, but
I'm sure there are too. I mean, look how advanced Disney's getting with their little animatronics. I'm sure there's
that shit scares the fuck.
I'm sure there's some way more advanced.
I have something to say about that. I have some. Their technology has been far ahead in America or any in the world because if you ever went to
we have money.
Yeah, we do have money.
Disney, they have money.
So when the Pirates of the Caribbean ride first came out, and I went to go see it,
I've been on that ride. Yeah.
You ever really when you were young, like, did you go like early
even 2000s? As an adult.
Like,
even yes.
Okay, so when I went to go see it, the motherfuckers look like real ass people. The motherfuckers are robots.
Yeah.
That shit fucking, and that's not the only ride. There was like another ride where it was like a all-American ride where you go through and it shows you the generation of technology and stuff.
Oh my God, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, you have to go in, you have to sit down.
No.
That's one of the
Is that Tomorrowland? Is that it's in Tomorrowland?
It's in
that section.
It's to me that looks like an advanced ass fucking technology ride because like the people look real and shit and the way
what I'm getting at is even more than that. I think it's out there.
No, it
better
is
than that.
Oh, most definitely. There's a lot of things out there that all of us don't know. That's probably up ahead of. Like,
probably even in America too. It could be in some other country, and they just some fucking dude in his basement has built some fucking 10 androids.
That's also true too. Russia, all of them, they got something that they're working on that we don't have right now. Probably
facts,
technology wise too.
While we were talking about phones, I did want to ask what phones you guys preferred, whether that was Android or iPhone.
Oh, bro, I mean, I'm upset because I got all my music that I'll be like making my little beats sometimes or whatever. I'll make them on the phone, but I can't play it through iTunes on the phone, so I can't play it through my radio sometimes, or like I can't put it in the playlist, so it just plays automatically unless I go through my computer, put it into the iTunes from there, and then it uploads. So that is the one thing that pisses me off about iPhones, that they just like, I have the music file saved in the files folder,
but you can't pull it up.
I can pull it up and I can play it, but I can't make it repeat. So if they fix that, so I can just like, if I just like can make my own little playlist, or like if they make a different music app aside. So you
prefer
iTunes,
Android then?
I prefer Android for that only reason, so I can download music straight to my phone. Like if I have something in my email, I can play it. Like I can download it from
straight from there and just play it. Yep.
Play in like Samsung Music.
100%.
That
you can't. Wait, you can't do that. I've never tried. No, this is my first. This is my second iPhone now. Last year I had the 11 Pro.
Yeah,
Max, and I just upgraded to the 12.
You cannot do that. Is very depressing.
I didn't know you couldn't do that because I never tried.
You have to go through the iPhone Music app or iTunes or whatever, and like it's a fucking hassle.
That's the thing. Like I was on Samsung and Galaxy for so long.
Damn.
I think I still prefer it. The only reason I have an iPhone is because everyone else around me has an iPhone too. And it's like Sony. I mean, it's like PlayStation versus Xbox. Like you can't communicate. Or I mean, as of recent, but like you can't communicate between the two. You
can't.
That's facts, man. The only reason I have an
so
iPhone
irritating
because my family keeps buying new iPhones, so I'll get the hand me down, and I'm like, if I ain't gotta buy a phone, I'm cool with that, as long as I'm not wasting. Because I'd rather not.
Which
have
one
to
do you
waste
have
my
now?
Money. But if I was to buy my own phone, I'd probably go get like a Note get the.
Well, that's what I was
Samsung
doing. I had the note every year, bro. The notes are so nice.
Bro,
But it's
this
like
is clean.
the communication between when everyone else around you has an iPhone and you can't send pictures.
That's the one thing. So
can't,
everyone
you know,
has
FaceTime.
iPhones.
It's like
FaceTime.
it's
like
just
you
so
get the
irritating, and then they get
iMessage,
mad
you
at you when you have a green bubble on your.
Oh, but I don't give
chat.
a fuck about them getting mad. But what is dope is the integration. Like it's the like you said, like we can all FaceTime with each other.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
we got the iMessage. So like if we have good service, it's
the
an instant
interface
message,
is
you know what I'm
better.
saying?
Like iPhone definitely has the better interface, hands
Better
down. That's not even a
better
question.
interface.
It's not even a question.
Facts.
The thing that makes the Galaxy for me better is the fact that you can customize it any way you want. Right? You can customize it. Any
What
way
can you
want.
do to a phone now that a phone can do everything?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like what? How can I word it? How can you put extra features in a phone with already the features that it comes with? Like
What else can we
So-
add to it? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. So say if another iPhone comes out next year, what are they going to do to it that's different from?
I mean, most of it has been cosmetic changes in the camera. That's all they really can.
Now they're not going to be using Intel chips anymore. They
Got the A4 Bionic chip now, don't they?
They're
They just
creating
switched to
their own
that.
shit. Mhm.
You got the 5G on the new that's a big reason why I ended up getting the 12 too, is because they had the 5G. And I feel like I see a difference. I mean, I don't know. I haven't used it long enough. It's only been 2 days. So like I'm not sure if I
Taking
really
your
feel
gear.
it. I don't know if I really feel the difference in the 5G, but I know that I've pretty much been consistent. Like I haven't really had any issues
yeah.
getting online, sending messages, getting calls, and I've been looking at my bars, and it's like they've been full every time. And I have T-Mobile, by the way.
Okay.
So like, you
I
know,
feel it.
I don't
Alright.
know. I don't know
So,
what the difference is. You know what I mean?
I get it. It'll
Probably
Probably
in the
get
areas like
fucking-
mountains, when you're in the fucking mountains, maybe you can still get.
a year from
No,
now we'll
that's
get
all service,
hologram like type shit on our phones probably.
Well, what is 5G then? Is it for internet or is it for calls and
5G is a disease.
text? Oh,
I'm
you
kidding.
anti-vaxxer.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
You're
Nah,
an
that's not
anti-vaxxer.
real.
I'm an anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in vaccines. Period.
I don't believe in this vaccine. Well, actually, I don't believe none of
Well,
them.
I do believe in like the older vaccines.
So we just
like,
cured.
no,
We're just cured the
no,
measles for nothing.
Nigga, let me finish what the fuck
That's a
I'm
different
saying.
story, bro.
That's a vaccine. Yeah, you can be
It is.
anti-vaccine. You don't
Let
even like the
me
measles
finish
shot.
what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead. Go
God
ahead.
Damn it. I don't believe in the newer vaccines.
Like which
because
ones? Be more specific.
anything that they've been pumping into us and our babies since after 1985, because that's when they made a law that made it so the pharmaceutical companies cannot be sued for any kind of shit that happens to the babies after they get vaccines. Now hold on, listen. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay,
God damn
go
it.
ahead. Go ahead.
My older brother and sister, our cousin Shamika, our cousin Alan, anyone that was born before 85, guess how many? Guess the maximum amount of vaccines that they had to take.
How many?
13, maybe 18. By the time I was given vaccines and Ahmad's sister was given vaccines, mind you, she had epilepsy at one
Mhm.
point. I have a very underactive thyroid that I was born with.
Okay.
By the time that they were giving us vaccines, guess how many vaccines we were taking?
20. 30. 40? Okay, no one's taking 50 vaccines, bro. I didn't take 50 vaccines and I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I took the basic shit that everyone
they were
needs to take and that's it.
All right, look, I'll have to go.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't take that
I will
shit.
have to go look it up. But my point is, it's from 13 to 18 vaccines. Even if it's 30 to 40, the fact that they doubled. Like, what are you trying to vaccinate us from? I understand there's the basics.
Diseases
the
develop.
Bro.
I mean, COVID-19 for his prime example. Diseases develop. Ebola develops. What else do you want to call it? The Spanish flu develops.
Why are they giving? If diseases develop, then give us a developed vaccine for that disease. You don't need.
That's what it is. That's what they're doing.
They're giving us triple the amount of vaccines. Why are you going
so that our bodies can fight it?
Going from 15 to 45.
The virus,
Because there's new diseases that we've discovered that we can help prevent. No. Actually, think about this for a second. The technology that we had to identify the viruses that we had in 1985. You're telling me that All this time we haven't found anything new.
Are you not understanding what I'm saying? The two, like, just understand where I'm coming from. I was born with an underactive thyroid.
Okay.
Right, and they're giving me vaccines. That's what
for it. You're giving you vaccines for it?
No, not for it.
Okay, so then what are you? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm
Make sure that
confused.
they're not getting whatever diseases that we're supposed to not be getting. However,
I mean, you haven't gotten any disease, have you?
Nigga.
No, you haven't because the vaccines work.
Thyroid. His sister had epilepsy.
But there's no vaccine for that.
The point is that they're giving, bro. It's been proven.
Oh, you're saying that the wait, no. You're saying that it's caused that. Is that what you're saying?
It caused it. It's been proven in the 90s that it was proven that a lot of 90s
obviously there is error. There's always going to be error when it comes to that. Not everyone's going to be affected the same.
Why did they increase it? And
because the percentage of people that actually get affected by that is a lot lower than the people that wouldn't be if you didn't have it.
Son,
that's facts, bro.
But why would you make it so the pharmaceutical companies cannot be sued?
Because bro, if they get sued and they go out of business, nobody else has vaccines.
They should be responsible.
No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't.
Responsibility
because when you're a parent and you decide to give your child the vaccine, knowing that there's a 1% chance that it might not work for them, and they could develop something. They shouldn't get sued for that. They shouldn't get sued for that.
They shouldn't be forcing vaccines upon people because this is forced. This is not a choice.
Okay, so it's a government thing then. Then it's a government thing.
My point is, it should not be. It should never have been forced. None of this shit.
Yeah, but they don't want things like the measles to have an outbreak, right? That's why we have vaccines. That's why we vaccinate like that, because that's so deadly.
If the kids that get vaccinated, then they'll be fine. It won't contract to them. It'll just fuck up the kids that don't get vaccinated. Oh well.
Oh well.
That's what they're trying to prevent.
son. I guess you don't understand it because you're 100% healthy. Like there's nothing wrong. Like you never had no health issues, as far as I know.
Not anything serious.
Right? His sister, like he's experienced it firsthand from seeing what's happened to her. I've experienced it. I know other people that have issues. And I'm
okay, but if you're saying that every single time someone has issues because of vaccines, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
How is it not? Where's the proof that it's not?
But where's the proof that it is? Where's the proof that it is?
Every autistic child.
Where's the proof that it is?
Every autistic child. That's proof. It's been proven that vaccines have been
known to cause it. Okay.
Have been known to
do they cause every single one?
Bro, where else?
Can niggas not just be born retarded? Can niggas not just be born retarded?
Or just say born with extra chromosomes.
Born with extra chromosomes or born mentally challenged.
Okay, that's my point.
Born mentally challenged.
So the vaccine gave you the extra chromosome. Did the vaccine give you the extra chromosome?
They've been putting vaccines in us for a long time.
Bro, the vaccine did not give you no extra chromosome. Okay? The vaccine did not give you no extra chromosome. That's not how that works. That is not how that works.
Look it up. There's a computer in front of you.
Extra chromosome or not, the vaccines are fucking up people. Because before all that shit,
I'm not denying.
I'm not denying. There's certain diseases, that fucked up certain groups of people, but it doesn't fuck up all groups of people, and that's true too. And then they create diseases too, right? And you know that as well. And don't tell me that you don't believe that they ain't creating diseases because fucking this COVID shit, they mutated that shit. So let me ask you something.
This is more
genetically mutated.
This is more of like a ethical type of question. Theoretical, okay.
It's a very unethical country.
No, just listen to me. Just listen to this question for a second. You have 100 people, okay, and they're on a boat. The boat's about to sink, and you got one lifeboat, okay. Now you can this lifeboat can only take 99 people. If the 100th person gets on that lifeboat, they all die.
Shit, I'll take myself.
Do you
off the
let
boat.
That one guy, whoever ends up being, die, or does everyone die?
First and foremost, I'm gonna leave it
just
up to
answer that.
I'm gonna leave it up to everybody to make a decision on.
Okay, but what is your decision? I'm asking you. I'll tell you what I'll do. That one guy's gonna die. That one guy's gonna die.
Is that one guy will be me if I have to let myself go?
That's what I was about to say. If to make it easier, shit, I've already did what I had to do in life.
I will let myself be that person.
Okay, but the 90-year-old that you're gonna let on the boat, he hasn't lived his life yet already. Yours.
He's probably finna die way sooner.
And I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
As the way they get saved, so maybe I don't know.
I mean,
to me, it's different.
We don't know what's truly gonna happen after they leave on that lifeboat. At the end of the day, I could stay. I guess I just see more. I just look at maybe it of the overarching thing. Something somehow saves me. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's if that's the ethical question, if the only way to save 99 people is to let that one person die, then I would let myself be that person if I had to make that choice, or if that choice had to be made, then I would volunteer myself. So
you have the thyroid then? That's you.
That's you. I currently have an underactive thyroid.
Okay.
I am the.
But now there's also 99 other people that don't have anything wrong.
Yeah,
with them.
they have nothing wrong with them. I'm happy for them.
Okay, that's my point. That is my point.
That doesn't mean that I should have been pumped with vaccines involuntarily.
I can't really argue against that. I can't argue against that.
Maybe my argument isn't that vaccines shouldn't exist, is that they shouldn't be forced upon.
That's fair.
Parents unwillingly knowing what's in the vaccines.
That's fair.
Because they didn't tell them what's
That's
in
fair.
them.
Okay, but let me give you this question. Let me give you this question then. Mm-hmm. So let's say you didn't get any vaccines, and by the time you're 20, you have fucking shingles because you didn't get the vaccine. And it was your parents' fault. Your parents were like, nah, we don't want to get the vaccine because there's a chance that,
honestly, it may be a 50-50 chance by taking the vaccine for certain people.
It's not 50-50. It's not 50-50. No, the statistics show that it's obviously not 50-50.
So it's not based off the person. It's strictly from the vaccine. Because some people are born with...
We are saying that every autistic child or whatever, epilepsy, whatever, is being caused by a vaccine, then it is for sure not 50%.
Okay.
It could be multiple things, but they don't know what the vaccines that they were giving to these kids, like myself in the late 80s, has actually done to them. Because there's a lot of healthy kids. I'm not going to be, what I'm saying? I have a lot of healthy friends that are perfectly fine, but I also don't know their medical history. But I do know my medical history. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm saying all that. And I also know that, at the time that I was born, my mother may not have been so keen on all the proper knowledge. Like me personally, if I don't have any children, but if I was, and I would convince my wife or girlfriend or whoever she would be, let's do a at-home water birth or something like that, or
I'd love to do an at-home birth too.
Let's make sure that we research
for sure
all whatever vaccines she would want to give our child.
Yeah, I'm not saying take everyone, but I'm saying you got to take the basics though. You got to take the basics.
Yeah, the basics, like the measles and the polio and the the shingles.
Yeah,
like the basics, bro. But they given like now they got 80 something vaccines.
Like I'm not saying take the flu shot every year. Like I'm not gonna get no fucking flu shot every year.
I remember in school the school system would try to.
I remember that, and I got vaccinated actually
every year.
I remember that,
and I remember my mom didn't. She didn't take me to go get the flu shots after they tried to make it mandatory every year. I remember that.
I think the last time I was in North Carolina, and we were only there for a couple months, like maybe 8 months, but I started middle school there.
Yeah,
and they forced us to take that. Like there was, I don't know if there was any way to get around it. I mean, I was just a kid, but I remember it was mandatory. They were telling the kids that if you don't get it, then you can't come to the school.
Oh, it was there for us. They had a paper, I believe, and it just had all your information on it saying if you had your shots or not.
Yeah, no, I mean they gave us that too, but I'm saying the teachers would also say that.
I'm just homeschooling my children because those schools aren't teaching them what they
especially out here. I'm not gonna put my kids in school out here.
Especially
if I struggled out here, I'm not gonna have my kids struggle out here.
Right. But especially as young black kids, unless you was gonna be going to a predominantly black middle school, I don't.
It was North Carolina and I guess you could say it was a mix. It was Leland. I don't know if you guys listeners know where that is. It's next to Wilmington. It's next to Wilmington.
Where Charlemagne's from?
In Leland, North Carolina? I doubt it. It's such a small town. It's
that's it. Charlemagne's from a south. I'm gonna look up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Speaking of young black people, I do have a topic for us to talk about.
Go for it. Are we done? Wait, hold on. Are we done with the vaccine thing? I think we kind of agreed that the basic necessities should be taken. And then at that point, it should be up to the user to decide whether or not they want any more past that.
Yes.
Oh no, he's from Charleston, South Carolina. I was way off.
Oh, South Carolina too.
Yeah,
but
completely different Carolina.
Yeah.
So last Friday,
Where the fuck is
a pretty well-known rapper named King Von was in a shootout Friday night. Saturday morning, he was announced dead due to being shot at.
Right. I heard there was
and the story, the story is pretty fucked up a little bit. I feel bad for his family and everything that his family is probably about to go through right now, because the person who killed him supposedly is an entourage of one of his friends who's also a rapper named Quando Rondo. So after the
Rondo, that's a fucking name.
Yeah. So Quando Rondo or whatever, his people got into it, I guess, with King Von or whatever, or they just all got into it. And King Von was in the car. Someone let him know that Quando Rondo was here. And I guess right when he got out the car, that's when they started to try to fight. And then one of Quando Rondo's people came around the corner and just sprayed him. Then cops came, sprayed at the people that sprayed at King Von. So like, it wasn't King Von that just died. I believe 2 more people died that night. But bottom line of the story is,
King Von got out the car wanting smoke.
He's one of those rappers where, and you can tell through his rap, when you listen to his raps, you can tell that man has lived through the lives that he's been talking about. And you can tell by how they carry themselves and by the people that they bring around them and just how they are. You can tell if they've been through that life.
I mean, he's a Chicago rapper.
He's a Chicago. Chicago.
Anybody.
Yeah. And
anybody from Chicago.
What makes it worse?
They've been through.
What makes it worse is he was 26 and he has kids and he was just blowing up for music and he was just making money for his family, maybe.
That happens way too XX.
And I'm gonna say something real quick. A couple, I think 2, maybe 3 months after, another rapper named I forgot his name, but I know Duck is in the name. He passed away from a shootout also. And this is allegedly, I don't know if this is all true, but the people that killed him was the people who knew King Von or whatever, and they would taunt him on his death. And they do that a lot in Chicago. There was another rapper named Tuka.
Chicago, wow.
Yeah, when Chicago rapping started to blow up real big in 2010 and all that, there was another rapper named Tuka. He died, and till this day, the people who were enemies with him would still taunt on his death. And King Von would do that a lot too. And shortly after he passed away, he was in an interview and they would talk to him about, you mocking this man's death. It's making it worse out here in Chicago. He kind of like said, I'm trying to, put that in the past, because the stories you heard about him in the past and today, you can tell he was trying to change his life before he passed away. So it's pretty messed up, and it's happening a lot since X's
past
death.
Catches up with you, man, no matter what. So.
And X's death should be a perfect example also, because that man, he was in the trenches.
He was like giving out knowledge, like,
and that also scared me too a little bit when everybody was starting to come out after his death and we're showing the messages about him giving out, some wise messages to these people. It's like, damn, like a couple months ago you wasn't like this, but you changed your life, and then next thing you know, you're gone. Thing is, after all these deaths of all these rappers and all these people that look up to him, don't you think that it'd be a great idea just to flat out just stop the gun violence on black? Like, I don't get it, to be honest. You see all your favorite rappers.
That's all it is. I mean,
true.
Wow, you know what I mean?
But if it's not just 1, not 2, not 3, it's past our hands now. We can't count how many rappers are dead on our hands now. We can't. Especially the ones
that's what makes rappers, right?
True.
I can't come from, a white.
I feel you.
Not to just be racist.
No, you're good. You're good.
A white background, you know what I'm saying? Be your average Joe, and think I'm gonna rap and stand up against people like King Von, X, and
True,
and Tupac. Like,
it's different.
Like,
it's different.
You can't even rap this. It don't even sound genuine.
It don't.
That's why Drake, like,
I love it still too, because it gets me hype. when I hear Chicago music and music about killing, it's not motivating me to go out and go do those things. It's setting out
or
emotions.
like listening to other people's what
you
they've
listen
been
to their
through.
stories,
You're
and
listening
what you
to
go,
the yes,
what
exactly.
they've been through.
And I agree. That's my point, though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can't have that same effect with someone like Drake's not going to go about and sing about that.
He's
you
not.
Know what I'm saying?
He's not. But my problem is once you have all these rappers talking about killing other people, taking all these drugs, and not even just 5, a little bit past 10 has died from gun-on-gun violence and drugs alone, which it should be an eye-opener for the other up-and-coming rappers or other kids out there who listen to these people. Like, hey, maybe if you do these things, this will happen to you. Like, if you don't do it, you'll be fine. Like, you don't have to change.
And I'm sure those people, we probably just don't know them because they didn't get big.
That's not the problem, though. Like, if you're on, this is like, say, your favorite rapper from Chicago talks about murder and all that, and you've been listening to him since you were a kid.
Okay.
And you don't go by everything he says, but you just look up to him because he's a badass and he doesn't take shit.
Wouldn't become the rapper.
No,
is what
that's
I'm
what I'm
getting
saying.
Of
Okay.
course not.
But I'm talking about other people. Like, it should be an eye opener when you hear all these other rappers being dead, getting shot.
Okay, so but how do you know? Like, but that's the thing, though. Like,
I don't know.
X
It's
is
just,
the one.
it blows my mind.
Just like you said, King Von decided, okay, you're right. Like, I do see these rappers dying. I need to change. And what he do? He still died anyways.
Well, I'm just the rap. No, he tried to change.
That's what I'm saying. He changed and he got shot anyways.
Here's the thing. There's only so much that we can do, but you know, it's a generational thing as of now. Like, they know the situation that they're in out there, and it's like it's true. They have to find a way to reach out to the youth, because now it's like the youth don't make it to a certain age, and it's like we ain't trying to live that life. We're trying to build our family or whatever the case. And now it's like they stuck in that lifestyle, and now there's new youth that's coming out that don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And they just gonna go out and do what that the old youth used to do.
Right.
So it's like, but hey, speaking about favorite rappers from Chicago, I got a Chicago favorite rapper. Who that? Hannah got raps. She dope. In case you ain't know about her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should make sure you check her out. She on all social media. It's Hannah with an H at the end. HANNAH. Got raps.
Yes. Speaking of the rappers, a little short news also. You know, this happened recently. We got a little loaded. Just went to jail, turned himself in. Yeah, ended up killing one of his homies straight up, and he turned himself in. And there's actually a video out there. In the video, it shows him shooting his own friends. Yeah, this happened recently, and his name is Lil Loaded, and I believe he's like 18 or 19, like little kid
with bullets.
Yeah, and then I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, another Chicago rapper got shot and killed. It's getting deadly now.
Yeah,
it's getting ridiculous.
I mean, but that's how Chicago has always been. It's just now it's being highlighted.
It's being highlighted.
Chicago's always been a bad place.
It's always been
had the highest crime rates. Always had the highest number of deaths. Highest number of.
It's not that it's a bad place. It's a rough place.
No, it's a bad place.
No, it's a bad place.
You don't.
For people who are.
Here's the thing: you don't want to use the particular term "bad." I understand what you're saying, yeah, but that's why I'm saying it's rough, because for people that live in Chicago, they don't feel like it's bad. You feel me? Like that's their home.
It is.
You feel me? And Chicago is a fucking wonderful place. Not only
it
that,
is.
So what we're saying is from our perspective.
Founded from, you know, it was founded by a black man. It was founded by I might have been a Haitian man. He has a French last name. It might have been a Haitian man. I don't know exactly. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find much information. I don't remember his name, but it was founded by a black man. So there's a lot of great history in Chicago, and there's a reason it is the way that it is now. And it's like there's a reason why the government hasn't really tried to help. The same reason they didn't do shit for Flint, Michigan. They had shitty water for like the past 8-9 years. They just got fresh water. They just got, you know what I'm saying? They just fixed what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
It took them that long to fix it. People out there dying. It's a predominantly black city.
It's going to be years from now.
That's for me, it's I see it as a economic disadvantage to people that look like you and me. You know what I'm saying? That they they don't want to help us fix the situation. They take away funding from school and from music and from things that kids can do so they can stay out of trouble. And so they have nothing else to do but go to the streets, you know what I'm saying, and find a way to, you know what I'm saying, help
So I do
feed
have a
their
comment on that.
families and
I
all
do
that
have
stuff.
a comment on that. If we're going to talk about black
Or
people
find a
being,
father figure.
like, you know, not having the same opportunities.
Right. Continue.
Here's what I'll say. Right. If you're, this is just the basic principle I think, anyways, that if you're born in America and you're born poor, it's not your fault.
That's true.
But if you die poor, it kind of is.
That's also
Because
facts.
yes, you know, not gonna lie, if you live in that city, like Flint, Michigan, yeah, I mean, the odds are stacked against you, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Can't disagree on that. Can't even argue against that. But you can move, right? You can go
have
to
the
other
money to
places.
move.
You can, but
Maybe. I mean,
that takes money for you to go.
I get that, and that's
yeah.
what my point is. Like when
No, I
you
feel
die
you.
poor is when you have so much life. You can't tell me that you can't come up with $2,000 and just get the fuck out. You can't tell me that you
Bro,
can't, because I've
You
done
can.
it.
You could, but other people don't have that type of mindset
Yeah,
to
they
go
don't have
up
that.
and
Which is
find
my point. It's
2,000.
which is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm getting to.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's a mindset.
It is a mindset, but also, Jordan, imagine this. You were born in Flint, Michigan. You were there when the water was fresh. Everything was running. Everything was good. All of a sudden, shit went south. You just want your city to get better. Why would you leave your hometown?
But the
Like,
thing is,
I
you have to
understand what
leave,
you're saying.
get better, and then help, right? When people like LeBron James, for example, he grew up in Akron, Ohio. Crappy, not so great of a childhood. Went left, got better, came back, and is pouring money into his city. And now his city's probably a really not a great place to live, but it's better.
Is a special case.
No. But that's my point, though. Is like obviously
he's not
like
a special case. He's actually came from like
LeBron is a phenomenal athlete,
is.
and
He
no, he is exceptionally gifted. Certain people are exceptionally gifted. So because he was exceptionally gifted, and he was able to use his gifts and better himself to the
Right.
point so he can utilize his gifts to better his city. Absolutely, 100%. Thank you, LeBron.
but what other
for
way
being
is
that.
there to do that? Is
Bro,
my point. What
Some
other way
people-
is there to do that?
We just remember
It's-
at first, LeBron did stay before he left.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but he still left. Like, I mean, he went to Cleveland. Akron and Cleveland are two different places in Ohio.
They're still in Ohio.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like
I mean, like, okay, so
it's
like,
it's
the people
different.
in
It's
Flint,
different because that's not
Michigan
where he
can
grew
go
up.
To where Detroit, they can go to where Ann Arbor, where in Michigan,
Anywhere in the U.S. to try
there's-
and make it a better life for you and your kids or whoever.
right? But if they
Right.
don't have
I mean, if
the
you're-
money to do, like,
Okay, if you're a single
their
mother,
job
if
and
you're a
everything is
single
there.
black mother, okay, fuck, I feel like I'm gonna get heat for this. If you're a single black mother, right, and you say you have a kid, maybe even two kids, and you're working,
Mhm.
you're probably making enough to at least put a roof over your head and pay some bills, and maybe put a little bit aside, right? So say you're putting a little bit aside for 5 years, okay, and then your kids are maybe their time to start elementary school. Get them out of there. Go to a different place. You should have enough money by then to go to another place, start a new foundation in another city, bring your family if you want, and start fresh.
But what
People
if you
have done
only,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what if you only make enough to make ends meet?
I know, and that's another thing. It's like
And see,
I don't know
you
what to do, but
Here's the thing.
I know
Why-
people have done it. That's my point. It's
But-
like people have done it. I don't know personally how to.
I can tell
But
you
I
how.
know that you can.
I can
it's
tell you how.
definitely possible, but my whole thing is like it's difficult for. Well, definitely back then, and it's only been changed recently because of cases that have been brought up through economic status,
Mhm.
and this is a color issue. And I don't
Mhm.
I don't want to make it a color issue, but it unfortunately that's what it is in this country. Is that it's a lot difficult for us to go, like, let's say if we wanted to get a loan to move, you know what I'm saying, from a bank, like just lend us just a couple $1,000 just so we could try to get back on our feet. The likelihood of that happening is stacked against us. Not to say it's impossible. It's just harder for
I get it.
people that look like us
I
to
get
get
it.
home loans, to get anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the banks, especially if the bank isn't owned by people
So
that
just to
look
play
like
devil's
us.
advocate here, I guess the only argument I could see is that
Sell drugs.
no. Against
I'll
the
be
color
for real,
thing.
though.
Against the
I'm
color
not
thing.
condoning
And
it.
I'm saying against the color
Yeah.
thing is that there are white slums and you can go to the Midwest and
facts.
there's areas just
Yeah.
like that where white people can't get loans and
Yeah.
shit and they're
Yeah. Oh,
they have the same problem with generational.
That's definitely
poor, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely
You know what I mean? And it's not
generational
just
thing and that
white, it's
issue.
Mexican, it's
Mexican,
Asians,
it's Asian,
it's
it's
everywhere. It's
yeah,
everywhere.
it's gonna happen, and that it's around the world, but in America per se, when it comes to, because it's always been an issue, like it's even in the Constitution since there's a. I have to do more research on it, but the person that talked about it is credible. Is Dr. Claude Anderson.
Mhm.
Was saying it's in there's a clause where they wrote that no person of color will ever have the same rights as a white person, and that's just that was back in 1636.
Yeah, I don't
though.
deny that.
That
Yeah,
was
I'm sure
back
that
in
was in- I'm sure that's
1636.
in
That
there.
was a long
Yeah.
time ago, and people have changed. But it doesn't necessarily mean the complete ideals of the country have changed, because it's an issue with the system as a whole, unfortunately. And
I would say in certain towns, right?
yeah,
it's not everywhere.
It's not everywhere. It's not
Yeah.
everywhere. Definitely not everywhere. But just like we have the instances where we tried to build our own and then they came to burn it down, like Tulsa, like Green,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Rosewood.
and the only thing again I'll say against that is that you're also talking about a time where we were still kind of being segregated, and you know what I'm saying. Times were different.
times
Times were different. They
but-
have changed.
But here's
Times
the
have
thing.
changed. That wouldn't happen.
We were segregated because they didn't want to integrate with us.
And
So-
don't forget,
so-
at that time, they massacred certain towns in the 1920s.
Like Tulsa is
Tulsa.
what I'm talking about. But they did not want to integrate with us, right? So we said, okay, it's fine. We'll create our own. We create our own, and they decide to come and burn it down because no other reason other than the economic reason. They don't want us
They
to
did
be
that with
equal.
they did that to Virginia City out here in Nevada. Way back then, it was black owned. Virginia City, it's like a small town out
See,
here.
I
was
never
black
even heard of
owned.
that.
It was black owned, and then I guess the people came and took it over. But I believe it's called Virginia City out here.
I'm looking at Virginia City, Nevada.
And to this day, I think you can actually visit the town. Like there's like antique stores in there and stuff too.
Yeah. Well,
It says Black History. Let's see, Virginia City,
I don't have
Black
no argument
History.
for that.
The Black pioneers who helped tame Virginia City in the 19th century. Formed.
The only
civil
thing I can
rights.
say is that times have changed. It's
Times-
not the same anymore. I don't
Times
think
have changed, and I do believe that a lot of people have changed, but they're still like
they're
but
still out there.
Is
obviously,
it? It doesn't matter if the people have changed if the system hasn't. If it's written into the system, right now the fight that we have is changing the system. It's altering it so it's truly for us, because even though they freed us, they didn't free us.
So, at what point do you feel like everything is equal?
When we all walk outside on the sidewalk, that's it. Don't fuck with y'all.
Bro, like shit, like prison reform, them not locking up.
And the reason I ask this is because,
More
like for
proportionally
example,
black
like
women than
feminism,
women.
right? They still believe that their women are being oppressed for some fucking reason. And
Women are being oppressed everywhere in the world, but that's difficult.
I'm talking about I'm sorry.
It's difficult.
I'm talking about in America. I'm talking about in America. The common woman is not being oppressed.
Not per se. no.
Oppressed, being
Yeah,
oppressed. They are not.
Not completely put down. No. But in a
Show me.
way,
Okay,
they-
if you're
they,
gonna
like,
make an argument against that, we could talk about that later.
No, it's
But-
not. Well, just to throw something out there, like they're not oppressed, but they aren't being respected in the sense that they should be. Like like catcalling and shit, that happens in New York City. Or
that's never gonna go away. That's just men wanting to fuck.
That's never gonna go away. But
that's not something to fuck. Like,
I'm not against you.
What are you
gonna?
I
can't say that I'm with you. Like I'm not.
I'm not saying that it's necessarily right, and some women like that shit. First of all, so like. I don't know. I don't like that argument. That's a bad argument.
Right,
you got to choose something else. That's a terrible argument.
Look, ladies, if you hear me, come help me out.
My point is,
shit.
I'm talking about the basic shit. Like they're able to vote. Okay, they no rights. Okay, now I know how I should have worded it. They have no rights that we don't have. What rights do they not have that we have?
I may have to argue that they may have more rights.
Exactly my point, dude. It's fucking turned to that women have a lot more power than men. And I feel like no one wants to say that. No one wants to say that out loud. Okay, when it comes to custody battles, who wins? The woman. When it comes to other, like, I can't think of it right now, but there's other shit that, like, women will easily just take the cake on that.
I mean,
come on.
I understand what you're saying. When it comes to custody battles, the way I think about that is, number one, it takes two. Number two is that if the man wants to be a part of the child's life, because there's a lot of men that don't. Come on.
Yeah. You know but anyways, the only reason I brought that up, sorry.
No, I'm just
was to say that, like, they're still fighting as if they don't have any rights, is my point. And and so I'm asking you, at what point are you gonna feel like can you explain that to me a little more? That they're still fighting as if they don't have any rights. Like what? Like they still like they have rights, but like they want more. Like they want more.
What more are they?
That's what I'm asking. What more do you want?
So you're saying that they're just fighting for no reason?
What are they fighting for? Tell me right now what the feminist movement is fighting for, other than like the Hollywood elites that are like, you're going into an acting job position and they're trying to fuck. Okay, other than that, what are they fighting for? Because that's not a right. It's not a right. So what are you fighting for?
They're fighting for the right to not be disgraced in the workplace and to not be harassed. Which, mind you, that happens to men as well.
It happens to men too. So how do we fix that? That's
happened to me often and
happens all the time to a lot of men.
I don't go reach out and tell nobody, and it's not because I like the shit. Because trust me, that's not the case. It's
I have a story.
I don't want to put people's job in jeopardy, so I'll handle the situation myself. I'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it. You find me attractive, but please.
I have a
chill
story.
Out. Yeah.
I have a story to put to that.
Make it quick.
Yeah. So when I was working at the outdoor theater in Utah, there was this actor. She invited us to her apartment because she was throwing a party, and we went. And this actor, it's a girl. She comes up to me, and we're greeting ourselves like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, because we just saw her from work. Like this party was like right after work. We get there, and she's talking to me, and she's like, you look like this guy. You look like this guy I was watching on a porn yesterday. It's like, what?
Prime example.
What?
Prime example.
She was like, yeah. I was like, you look like this black guy that I was watching in this porn video yesterday. I was like, I was silent. I was really silent. I was like, I gotta go.
Oh, I totally thought you was gonna be like, wow. That's why I pressed it.
I didn't say wow or nothing. I felt very uncomfortable. I was just like, okay.
Was she attractive?
No.
I shouldn't be like that, but I'm sorry. I'm vain.
I had a puzzled look on my face. I just turned around and walked away. She was just laughing, and I was like, but
she was like, I've totally.
Yeah, and again, that just adds to my point that they just act like it only happens to them and that they're being woe is me and all that bullshit. So
should we bring up the Amber Heard situation?
Oh my God. Oh my God. What a freaking perfect example. Even more perfect than your story, Amon. Sorry.
No, you're good. I haven't heard
your
this
story was
yet.
great.
So just to fill everyone
Sorry,
in that's
I'm so
listening,
frustrated.
maybe you don't know or haven't heard. So there was video record. Johnny Depp is
Mhm.
dating Amber Heard. Okay,
Mhm.
they were married. They're married,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And he's been being abused for however long since they've been together.
She been whooping his ass.
And he finally was able to record it, right? And as a man, he comes out, and this is not things that men do often, right? They always try to tell us, hey, speak up,
we
speak
just
up.
handled it for
So
ourselves.
he finally speaks up, right, in the form of a recording, and records Amber Heard and what she's been doing to him. And somehow, he's in the wrong. He's the monster. He's the one that loses his job. Mind you, they both work under Warner Bros. Because they're both making movies for Warner Bros. One in Fantastic Beasts, Amber Heard in Aquaman. And now Johnny Depp's been asked to resign, and nothing really has happened to Amber Heard. So
Yeah.
my question is,
Where's
what
the
the fuck?
equality? No. Where's the equality?
yeah, what's going on?
You want equal rights?
What's going on?
Amber Heard should be fighting. Okay,
Didn't
she
lie about-
Look,
No,
I'm,
you
I'm
said that,
going
my
in,
bad.
but I really do believe that Amber Heard should be asked to resign as well. I mean, sure, maybe have her in the rest of this movie, in this Aquaman movie, but after this, hopefully that she doesn't. Have
No, they
any
didn't even
more.
start filming.
Yeah,
They didn't
okay,
even
then-
start
then
filming.
they
Johnny
haven't started
Depp
filming.
started filming.
And
He
then-
already
and then-
did a scene.
Well, he's already done scenes, and he was asked to resign in the middle of the movie.
Not in the middle. It was still in the beginning. Like I guess he only did like one or two
Right,
scenes, and he got paid
still,
for it. But like,
regardless.
and he still got paid for it. So I'm like, I'm not too angry that he got fired. Like I get it. There's a lot of drama going on between that, but also there's another half to all that drama, and that drama should also face the same repercussions because clearly it wasn't just one sided. Whether or not Johnny Depp did anything that Amber Heard is claiming that he did, we have hard proof that she was doing it to him.
Yeah, she
So-
claimed it on the recorded phone call.
So
she said.
where is that? Where is that? I don't get it. And I hate the argument, and people say this all the time. Oh, believe all women. Believe all women, no matter what.
Never. I don't.
And I
believe-
can't agree to that. I can't
believe
agree to
all
that.
women because I've been cheated on multiple times with just when my very first girlfriend, my second girlfriend, the fourth girlfriend. Yeah, I've been cheated on multiple times. Like I don't trust. Until
Well, it's just when you hear so many stories.
Sorry. No,
Go ahead.
I trust until they give me a reason not to. So I give my all until like if something gives me like a trigger, like this is making me feel funny, then I have to be honest. I'm a little funny acting myself. Once I start feeling like some shit is going sideways, like in my past, I would typically just stop caring about the relationship and I would just go do me, you know what I'm saying, and kind of be a fuckboy or infidel. So I mean, I've changed. I've changed my fuckboy ways. At least I've tried.
Well, there's just so many stories of women lying and people going to jail for no reason, and coming out later and saying, "Oh, actually, he didn't actually do anything to me."
Right.
After he's already spent 10 years in jail. And the woman, nothing happens to the woman. Are you kidding me?
Example.
Are you kidding me? Believe all women. Are you kidding me right now?
Women in lying. Emmett Till.
Say that.
Oh yeah.
Emmett Till.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember this one. I don't remember this
The
one.
the white woman that was the reason that Emmett Till was murdered, brutalized.
When was this? I don't remember this.
This was
I
a
don't
while
Till.
back.
You don't know about Emmett Till?
I don't remember.
No. Okay.
It's not
Emmett
ringing a
Till.
bell.
This is 1955, bro. This is that.
But the lady-
this
the-
is
I guess
history.
I didn't read up on
But the woman who the woman who like enforced it all, she passed away like what? Like 10
last year.
Last year?
She just recently passed.
yeah,
This
two
is recent.
yeah, recent.
Okay, if it wasn't just over the past 3 or 4 years, it was at least within like the last 10
Yeah,
years. It
it
wasn't
had to
that. It hasn't been that long.
So
And I don't
explain
feel
what
like
happened. Explain what
googling that
happened.
shit. People know that this shit's true. She said that the shit that she said about Emmett Till, she made up. She on record said that she made that shit up and got this little beautiful black boy killed, murdered, brutalized for no reason. And the whole story is, so if you don't know about Emmett Till was I believe he was like 9 or 10. And mind you,
Oh my god.
another short story, Tamir Rice. I know you know who Tamir Rice is, the little 12-year-old boy that got shot. because he had a toy gun.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Tamir Rice looks spitting image of Emmett Till.
Yeah, he tried twice and got murdered.
Spitting image of Emmett Till. So Emmett Till, the story is he was visiting his cousins. I don't remember what city they're in, but he's from Chicago and he's visiting the South. Speaking of Chicago,
right?
Or he's from Illinois, but either way, he's from northern Midwest. He's visiting the South, his family in the South. He whistles, quote unquote, supposedly whistles at a white woman, and this white woman is offended, so she goes to tell whoever, and they go out and they go find this little black boy.
That he whistled. All she said was that he whistled.
That's it. And said, hey, how you doing, white miss white woman? You pretty fine. Said some shit.
You think he actually said it?
No, I don't think he said that.
He might have.
I don't think he said.
And I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I don't agree with it. What happened, but.
Bro, I don't think
you don't think the little black boy said it. You don't think he said that shit.
I don't think this is a good one. You should do devil advocate. I normally
Please don't do devil's advocate on this one.
Normally, I'm all for the devil's advocate.
No, because I feel like you haven't explained. I thought you said that the lady like lied about a bunch of shit, but you're saying all she said was that he
that's
whistled.
All they had. This is 1955, bro. This is 1950s. That's all she had to say.
They brutalized this kid too.
So in other words, she went and told whoever, knowing that they were gonna go back and get at this kid. Okay, okay. That's basically what I was asking.
She did this out of malicious intent.
Yeah,
and maybe he could have bumped into her on accident and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, excuse me," or some shit, and she just said, "Nigger boy, you touched me," type shit, bro. This is 1950s, bro. Like we weren't there, so we don't.
You're right. He probably didn't say anything to her, knowing that like he might get messed up.
Because this is the South, 1950s, and his parents are probably like, "Hey, when you go down there, you make sure you don't."
Yeah, there is no argument against that.
There really isn't, bro. This is like if this was 1980 or 1970. Maybe, or some shit, maybe. But
funky little black nigga.
Yeah, but 1950s, bro, like they like and she said herself on her deathbed, and this is on her deathbed, she had nothing else. She was like, "Yeah, I lied about that." Said that shit on her deathbed. You know what I'm saying? And this poor little black boy.
That is wild, dude.
Yeah, man. Yo, and crazy enough, speaking on another story of unfortunate young black boys that have been disfigured. This is apparently recently that this has happened. Found this out on the Urban X podcast, but I haven't been able to find the actual news on it. There's a young boy in Youngsville, Indiana, I believe it was. I have a little note here. His name is Kawan Charles. He was from Youngsville, Indiana. He was found dead in a sugar field. However, the way he was found, it looked like his body was bloated, like he was in the water.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and he was a freshman in high school, and he had went to go hang out with his friends. Apparently, in the Urban podcast, they're saying it's his white friends, which is very possible. They're in Youngsville, Indiana. Indiana is known as birthplace of KKK, as well as currently still a place where they congregate. And it's very possible, but they're saying that the police, they haven't did much of an investigation yet because his room was locked from the inside. So they're saying it could what's the word? Legally, it could be ruled as he ran away because his door of his room was locked from the inside. So like apparently like he could have gone out the window or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's legalities to why they can't go and do an investigation to what truly happened. But if you look at it, something obviously happened to him because he was found 3 days later after being reported missing. He was found three days later with his they
obviously did an autopsy. What happened with the autopsy?
Well, bro, his face was so bloated that they couldn't even find where his mouth was.
What?
That's how.
Oh my God.
Like, and there's apparently picture. Like, I probably had to search it up on Reddit. I couldn't find it on DuckDuckGo or Google. I was like
Probably
trying
somewhere. in the
No, I had there
archives.
was a story I heard similar to that one, kind of. I think it was in Alabama. I could be wrong, but a senior was hanging out with his friends too. They were white, and they were hanging out in the gym, I guess. And this kid was black, and his friends was white, of course. But they found him rolled up in a mattress, dead.
I heard about that.
Yeah. And one of his friends, his dad was a FBI agent, and they never opened up the case, never opened it back up, and never like solved it because of that kid's father was an FBI agent, and supposedly he probably closed it himself just to leave, just to pretty much hide his son, pretty much, or protect his son.
Right?
But yeah, shit like that still happens.
I'll be honest, I'd protect my son too. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, little white kid get rolled up in a mat, little black kid, little Asian kid. I'm gonna protect my son. Like, I ain't.
No, I mean his motivation makes sense.
I'm gonna protect
I don't
my
think
son.
anyone's-
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if I'm a bad person.
It depends on what my kid did.
Yeah, it really did. Like, if it was an accident, you know what I'm saying. But you know, I don't know. Then again, I guess I might, like, he might have to learn his lesson. He might have to learn his lesson. Like, I know I'm double back. I'm sorry, y'all. My moon sign is Gemini. I go back and forth. I apologize. That is what it is. Deal with it. I'm blaming it on astrology. Blaming it on astrology, damn it. But yeah, no, it's a tough call for me because I would want to protect my son from the ignorant shit that he did. But if I did that, then he might just think I'm gonna always protect the little nigga, and I'm not gonna do that because if he does some really ignorant shit, then he's gonna have to deal with the consequences. And someone dying is quite a consequence to have to deal with. You know, aside from the fact that, you know, some people don't feel remorse. Some people are sociopathic and don't feel remorse. But I ran over a rabbit on accident one time driving to the Suncoast Casino.
You what?
That was an accident. And
Wait, who'd you run over?
A rabbit, and I felt horrible. I felt like complete shit that whole rest of the night. I was like, damn. I was like, I was hurting. I was like, damn, I feel so bad for that rabbit. I just ran him over. He was just trying to get to the other side. I was like, shit. Why did the rabbit cross the road to get ran the fuck over?
I had a friend that ran over a rabbit one time too.
Whoa, rabbit, get out the way.
We had like an Airbnb in Utah, and we were throwing a party. And she was leaving, and I'm in the backyard of the Airbnb. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and she left. And I could see her car from her backyard. It was like a distance where I could see her car in the dark, but I could see her car stop. I see her get out, and I hear her yelling. She was like, "The rabbits!
The rabbit!
The rabbit!" And then like the security guard came by and all that shit, was looking at it. Turned out she hit a rabbit. Speaking of rabbits, you getting a PS5 or?
I'm not about to buy no damn PS5. I'm not gonna waste my money.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Not anytime soon. Nothing.
Nope. You know why?
Why?
You're probably obviously gonna get a PS5. Is what it sounds like.
Duh.
Fritz is gonna get a PS5. The homie Angel's probably gonna get a PS5. Why the fuck I gotta get a PS5? All y'all niggas gonna have PS5s. I'm gonna have plenty of PS5s to play.
So you're implying that you're gonna come to one of our PS5s to play it?
I live in the house with my older brother. Whenever he's at work, because we don't work at the same time.
True.
I will be on this PS5. When he comes home, I'll be like, can I get like 30 more minutes? Let me finish what I'm doing. And if he does, then cool. If not, I'll be like, all right, I got other shit to do. I got my own PS4. I'll go play some Warzone, or I'll go draw on my iPad, or I'll go fucking make a beat on Fruity Loops or some shit. I don't know. Figure it out.
You improvising here. You don't want to go and spend money. That's good.
I'm not gonna spend my money on. I got more important things. I'm trying to build generational wealth. God damn it.
I guess.
Spend my money on stocks.
I'm not buying it anytime soon, but I for sure will get one.
Did you bring your Switch?
I did not bring the Switch.
No. Okay.
I'm sorry, Jordan. You cannot get your ass whooped on Smash today.
Jordan, are you getting the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox?
He's getting the Xbox.
If I'm getting one, I'm getting the PlayStation 5. I would
Xbox.
never.
He's getting the Xbox.
I would never
Jordan's getting the fucking
disrespect
Xbox.
my wallet, my house. I wouldn't. No.
Wow.
Don't even put that Xbox
You know who's
in
the
my
only
house.
people
Don't
that
even
gets
bring
an
it.
Xbox in this family?
Son,
Mariano and
it's
Baby.
a fucking
They're the only
computer.
ones that will go out and get an Xbox.
Dude,
It's
the
'cause they're
360
Hispanic.
was the last
That's
good
right, I'm
Xbox.
talking about you
The
guys.
360
You're my
was
I had
the
a
last
360.
I
good
love you.
Xbox.
I had a
But,
360.
well, I'll take that. My friend Angel, he's Peruvian, he's Hispanic. He's gonna get the PS5. He's a Sony guy, so I take that back. I'm sorry, Hispanics. I love you guys. Don't hate me.
I mean, let's take a look
Because
at it,
your
right?
women are fine.
What came out? You
And
had
my
the-
ex-girlfriend is Jamaican and Mexican. And my God, what a
Miles
mix.
Morales came out.
No, not that. Nigga, I'm talking about the Xbox versus PS5. I mean, Xbox versus PS.
I'm being extra right now. Don't mind me.
I'm saying like the original Xbox versus the PS1. Right? You give it.
Yo, I
You
can't
give
lie.
it to the Xbox.
The first Xbox slapped. I ain't gonna lie.
right?
Because
Xbox
Halo
360
came out and shit, and
slapped.
it slapped.
Right?
It was a good system. I remember.
I think. Wait, no, I'm sorry. No, it was PS1
no, it's PlayStation 2
came
and
out when
Xbox.
during. Okay, that's what I'm saying. PS1 came out first, and then
Mhm.
Xbox came out when we came out with the second,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And I take that back. You take the PS2 is better than the Xbox, though.
Yes.
In my opinion, PS2
No,
is
it
better
is.
than the Xbox.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
facts.
And then Xbox 360 was better than PS3. I don't think there's no argument
No,
against that. PS3 was.
no.
You like the
PS3?
Bro,
The reason why I fucked with PS3 heavy is because
first off-
online was free.
First
That's
off,
true. Online was
yes,
free.
number
Online
one,
was free.
Online was free. Number two, Marvel vs. Capcom
3.
2.
Okay, 2.
Okay. Well, my bad. I think that
Marvel
the
vs.
Xbox
Capcom 2
360
still.
was better than the PS3. I don't know.
That's your opinion. I
you
respect
know what?
that.
I
honestly.
do like the Xbox 360.
Like that was the last.
And
I was a fan of the Xbox and the Xbox 360. I've had both of them. I did not get the Xbox One. I did not want to waste my
No, I
money.
had the Xbox 360, and then my sister had the PS3.
I'd rather
But
just buy a
whenever
Microsoft
my
computer.
sister wasn't home, I'd just hop on the PS3, play some GTA Online because that shit was free.
Okay, well, whatever you think about the
Yes.
PS3 and the Xbox, the PS4 was clearly better than the Xbox One.
Oh,
off top,
clearly.
yes. Clearly.
And I think it's
You want to
I
know
feel
why?
like it's gonna
Because
be
we
the
had
same.
God of War and Spider-Man PS4. So
Spider-Man PS4 alone is the
and
argument,
God of
to be
War,
honest.
God of War destroys anytime it comes out. So and it only stays on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So and the only thing
Yeah.
that Xbox has that's big
Gears
is
of
Halo.
War. No, they have Gears of War.
No, Halo.
had
They have it?
Gears of
And-
They
War.
don't have
And-
it? They don't have it? No
They
more?
have it, but are
They
they,
have
still?
it, but they don't be coming out with no.
they don't.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
be breaking.
Halo
the
is still
game
making
style for that.
games.
Oh, Halo's still
Barely.
making.
Barely.
They make games, but like
it
ain't
was
nobody
after
care about
4.
Halo no more.
Yeah, after 4 it went downhill.
Nobody
Bro,
cares about
I was
Halo.
never
no
a
more.
big fucking Halo guy. Halo was not my shit.
I liked it here and there. I wasn't too
I just
big
like to
about
play
it.
with people.
I
That
like to
was it.
play with the homie because the homie was good. Like this little nigga was fucking whoop ass, but me, I'd
That's
be
it.
getting
What else does the
killed.
Xbox actually have?
Yo, son, I was the distraction.
Kinect.
They come and kill me.
Fuck
He
the
come from
Kinect.
behind and kill him. You know what
No,
I'm
the
saying?
Kinect was not
We got the
bad when it first
PSVR,
came
nigga.
out.
Hey, hold
Okay,
on,
but
hold
we
on,
had the
hold on.
Kinect before the VR came out.
Nah, nigga.
Okay.
Fuck that VR shit. That fucking Connect shit was the shit, bro.
It was.
It was.
So when it first
No,
came out, it was
X-
amazing.
Xbox
Well, that was for
360.
Xbox 360, so I'm not denying that.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Xbox 360 was good.
Xbox.
That was good.
Yeah, that shit, like the dance games, like the whole that shit. They had that shit on lock.
And they
That
did.
shit
You want to know
was-
why they did that? It's because
Hey,
of Wii. The Wii.
was
The
'cause
Wii,
of
that's why.
Yeah, it was
I
'cause
had a
why.
Wii, and
when
when
did the Wii
I've
come out
had
though?
every
That was
single-
2008.
Hold on,
2008, 2007.
Hey, PS3 time.
I've had every single freaking Nintendo since Nintendo.
I think we had. Yeah, we had every single one.
I think everyone had
except
a Wii.
for Wii U.
Everyone had a Wii,
because
though.
I didn't give a fuck about
that's
a Wii
because
U.
I had the Wii U. You guys didn't have to. You just come. Yeah, and you still had the regular Wii. The Wii U was like really, it was just a giant screen. You know?
No, when the Wii U was
there was nothing
popping,
different.
I moved to Utah, so
I mean, it was nothing special about it. Really,
it wasn't. No.
Opposed like
No, that's why they immediately came out with the Switch.
Only like the main reason I got the Wii U was to play Smash Brothers. The only reason I got it, and the only other game I got for the Wii U was the game it came with. Which
I think it was. I feel like it was just a beta test for the Switch.
And
Maybe
I feel like it was just a beta test. For the Switch.
I believe so, but I will say I don't care what they say. Every Super Mario Brothers game that they came, like these new Super Mario multiplayer games, these shits is fun, bro. You sit
Hell
there,
yeah, they're fun. I love Mario games, bro.
You sit there and you play 4 people trying to cross a Mario level. And
those are so fun, dude. Those are so fun.
You know what I miss?
Jumping on people.
The OG Mario Party games.
Oh, hey!
Those were the best.
Quick story time. Quick story time. So, 2002, 2002. I'm watching Toonami on Cartoon Network. This is old. This is the when Toonami first came out. We got Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Yu Yu Hakusho, what's Ronin Warriors. I said that's the first thing I said.
I had to make sure you said that. Sorry. I just had to make sure you said that.
Come on, man.
I just had to
now,
make sure
mind
you,
you, Gundam Wing was my favorite. I didn't rush home to see Dragon Ball Z because I knew I was gonna catch it because it came on after Gundam Wing. I had to rush home so I can get Gundam Wing. And that was my shit because I love giant mechs. You know what I'm saying? That shit was awesome. Anyhow, I'm watching Toonami. Now, they always be having, like, you call in, you get little free stuff. I'm trying to win an N64 because they was giving out an N64. I'm calling in. Mind you, we already had the N64. I really just wanted the Mario Party game. So, I'm calling in. I get through, bro. And I actually won something. And I told your sister that because we already had an N64. I was like, I told your sister, hey, I think I won this N64. I'm gonna give it to you. Right? Your sister was mad at me for years because I didn't have an N64 to give to her. They didn't give me the N64. The only thing they gave me was Mario Party. And that was and that was our introduction to Mario Party. And that's how that game became your sister's favorite game.
I respect that
because Mario Party is my god sister's favorite game. Like Julie's favorite game to play, and it's like the one thing I will tell you: do not play against my cousin Kevin. I don't know. He fucking cheats. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does.
I always win too, to be honest. Like I'll be dead last and then somehow I win at the end.
Yo, I don't know what y'all do. Yo, this nigga Kevin, like he'll start off in the lead and he'll somehow lose. He'll lose all his stars and he will come back at the end and win every single star.
And the old one, they used to give you the extra stars still too, right? Like at the end, they'd give you like, oh, this person has the most, whatever. This person has had that, and they get an extra star.
But bro, I would be so mad because he would lose all his stars, and at the end, literally at the very end, he would be the one winning all the stars. And I was like, what the fuck?
I hate playing video games with him, man.
Yo,
he's a real gamer.
Yeah, he's a real gamer. I don't want certain people.
And his smooth talk while he plays you is pretty much his trash talk, bro.
Yeah. Yo, he talks just like he's not even talking trash. He's just sitting here.
He'd be like, "Oh, you chose that character? Oh, neat. Oh,
yeah. Okay.
You do be doing that.
I don't know why you did that.
Honestly, I do the same shit. To be honest,
you do. You
do the same shit.
Shit, I was different when I was young. When I had a Naruto Ninja Storm, I was out here trash talking to anybody. I was like, "Hop on these sticks, catch these hands." Am I though? I mean, I'm rusty. I haven't played Naruto in 4 years. You couldn't even
come close to beating me.
Catch me in Soul Calibur. I dusted your ass in 10 rounds.
First of all, I don't have a PS4, so I can't play.
You
bring out the old Soul Calibur and I'll bust your ass. This one, the first time you brought it was the first time I played it. The first time you brought it was the first time I played it.
You do not want to play me in the old ones.
No, you don't want to play me in the old ones, bro, because I'm actually good.
Bro, you see me, you just caught a glimpse of me, which is Valdo. Catch me in all the older games, I will dust you with Valdo. Just Valdo. Any character you choose in the old ones, I will dust you.
You're underestimating my
no.
ability to beat
no.
you right now.
No, I'm not.
You're underestimating my ability.
Kevin can't even beat me in the old Soul Calibers if I had Valdo. Only Valdo.
Kevin could barely beat me in this Soul Calibur.
Just this one. Just this one.
Yeah, because we haven't had a chance to play the old one. Dude, you got me so fucked up, dude. I would whoop your ass and bro, play me in any other fighting game. I'll beat you. In any other fighting game.
I don't have any other fighting.
You don't have any other fighting games. Right.
Catch me in Tony Hawk. Catch me in Tony
Oh,
Hawk.
stop it. I never even played Tony Hawk growing up. Come on. Oh, you do like them Fortnite kids. How do you just be building up the forts and shit?
This was
Well, I don't play no Fortnite.
No, but I'm saying that's how you are.
That's how
That's how it looks like to me. You just like, and then I'm just fucking
quick on
doing
my
combo.
hands. I'm just quick on my hands, bro.
Nah, it had nothing to do with quick in your hands. You just know the buttons. I don't have no idea what the buttons are for this. I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm going up now, and I'm gonna try and do an ollie.
Yo, this is hilarious.
Oh, bro, you just press X to do an ollie. That's
I don't
it.
even know the type of combos you can even do.
I'll show you.
No, don't try and show me because you
I'll
have
show
years and years of practice of.
Oh no, this ain't years, bro. This is only 2 months. 2 months.
It don't
of
matter.
practice.
You be playing every day. It don't matter.
I don't play every day. I actually don't play
lie
video
to me.
games every day.
Don't lie to me.
No, I really don't. I'm being for real. I actually barely play video games.
So what are we doing now?
Nothing. I just probably on YouTube, looking at jobs, filling out job applications, or I'll just study, or I'll just be on YouTube, or I'll just watch a movie, or I'll FaceTime Delaney, because that's what the pandemic will only let me do.
And play video games.
No, I barely play video games. Look at all. What's the most recent game have you seen on my PS4? It's only been Tony Hawk. All those other games was like 2 or 3 years old. Well, except for Soul Calibur. That one's actually like, I think, a year old.
You just got good for playing it a couple times?
No, because for Soul Calibur, none of the controls barely changed from all the other ones. So if you just remember the controls, you would have been fine.
Point, I haven't played Soul Calibur in years, and then I started playing this 6th one. And I'm still decent.
I feel that. You are, yeah, you still, I never said you suck. You still are actually decent. You're good.
That's my point.
I'm just
give
gooder.
me a PS4, give me the Soul Calibur, and you will never beat me again.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm 100% positive. No doubt in my mind. Bro, Kevin couldn't even beat me in Injustice, and I only had that game for a few months. I personally owned that and like tried to get good at that game, and now I'm undefeatable.
Okay.
I hadn't played. Keep in mind, I hadn't played for months.
Which Injustice is
Injustice 2. I hadn't played I hadn't played for months, maybe even a year or two.
Okay.
And I came back, and Kevin couldn't even beat. He
No,
beat me, and when we first started playing, and then after that, he couldn't beat me.
I actually do suck at Injustice. I can openly say I suck ass.
Well, I beat you at Street Fighter 2. I grew up playing Street Fighter and Tekken.
I actually never. Well, no, yeah, you can.
That's literally like when you look at, if you were to take a look at my childhood and you look at the video games I had, you'd see Street Fighter and you'd see Tekken and maybe a racing game.
For me, it'd be Marvel vs. Capcom, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, not any Dragon Ball Z game. It'd be Budokai 1, Budokai 2, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate 3, Naruto Ninja Storm 2. And I think there was another one.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, and then I think I'm decent at Super Smash Brothers. That's a lot.
I am the Smash Brothers king here, sir.
I beat you a couple times. Don't play yourself.
Yeah, a couple times is not much compared to a lifetime of ass whoopings.
Okay, whatever. Beat your ass.
Smash Brothers, no one can beat me.
Are you sure?
Nobody. Kevin comes maybe the closest.
Oh, fuck.
Why didn't you turn?
No, I didn't know there was a ramp right there on the other side. I could have. Oh, my God. Oh! Sorry. I never did that. I felt really good doing that one. Landing a hard trick in this game makes you feel good.
All right, y'all. This has been a very good podcast. I've enjoyed these topics. I feel like we hit a lot of touchy subjects, but It's all good.
I feel it. Be good today.
Well, nigga, come close us out, bro. Come close us out.
Oh, what are we? Oh, we're done. We're done for it. That's it.
This nigga wasn't paying attention this whole time. I swear.
That's it. That's all we're doing. No more. It was a good run, y'all. It was a good run. Oh no, we got a new intro that I made.
We got a new one. You got a new one.
We're gonna play my new.
Okay, go ahead.
I made.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
Ooh,
We're gonna do a run back of some of a fuck up I did on like the second show or third show.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
That
That was funny.
Really though, hopefully y'all like this. Don't try to steal my shit because I'm about to throw all kinds of tags on it, so you can't use it no way. So fuck y'all, and y'all don't know where I sampled it from. I don't think. But, anyhow, check it out. It's dope.